The scriptures, let me read myself. There's a lot of stuff going on with scripture. We have the Anunnaki, and I'm only mentioning this because it's important. I haven't set up my computer yet, so I'm doing this from my phone. But I'm going to be honest with you. Doing my research, I'm finding so much, and I mean so much. So I can relate to how each and every one of you find so many reasons to have questions or reservations. I don't blame you. We're facing a time right now that is critical in every way for our very existence. The fact that there are so many videos out there talking about how the Anunnaki created man, which I don't believe that. I do believe the Anunnaki had a lot to do with creating a certain kind of man. Not Adam, not Eve. So that takes me back to the garden. I did a lesson not long ago where I spoke about who was in that garden. I'm convinced it was Azazel. I don't want to take up a lot of time going through explanations, but Azazel was a prominent figure in the things that happened during the garden. So it wasn't a serpent, it wasn't a snake, it was a fallen angel. And this all happened shortly after the garden incident. I want y'all to think. We know that in Maccabees, it was said that let us erase Israel from the memory and that they would be remembered no more. We know this. This is walking a very tight line. But we know that, according to Maccabees, is a fact. They thought to change the times, the laws. What else did they change? I want to tell you that I am looking into this as deeply as possible. Because the one thing I don't want to do is mislead anybody. But this is such a tangled web, and it's based purely on deception. So we have to really be careful. We have the New Testament that contradicts the Torah. We see that in the Torah, our Creator is a just God, as they say. I prefer to say a just creator. And we also see that there is someone else speaking in a book that is claimed to be ours, the original. Well, let me tell you something. In my deepest sincerity, I don't believe that this book we have today is completely honest. I believe the people or the creatures that seeks to deceive us is speaking in that book. And all you got to do is just think about it. The original book has been removed and hidden. Now, whether it exists today or not remains to be answered. But one thing I do know is that there was an original book. What I don't believe is that those who seek to destroy us would dare tell us the truth. But yet, they implemented themselves or inserted themselves into the book that we have today. I know it's a mess. We may never figure this out. But here's what I would like to say. Here's what I would like to say. And I believe this. In spite of what the book that we have today says, one thing that we need to keep in mind is the fact that our enemy is not our friend. And they do seek to destroy us by the process of elimination. What they really want from us is to yield to what they have written, not what the Creator wrote. So we don't really know. We don't really know what the Creator wrote. We don't really know what's been changed and what has not been changed. So I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this with a whole heart. Number one, I choose not to call my Creator by any name that has been given by men. Why do I say this? First, because look at all the discretions that comes up when it concerns the Holy Father's name. Nobody can agree on one name. You have hundreds of different names, and each one of them tells us this is the Holy Creator's name. But how do we know? How do we know? So I'm always the one, at least in my opinion, and I'm right, opinions are no different than assholes. Everybody got one. But just listen to what I'm about to say. I honestly don't know his true name. But what I do know is that there is only one creator that created everything. That's the one that I pray to. I don't need a name. I just need an identification. I know that the creation of man couldn't have been done by multiple gods. I know that it could have only been one. So when I try to pin a name to that one, how can I be sure that it doesn't attach itself to all the rest of those incredible, uncredible, fake, false gods? There's no way for me to know that. But you know what? This is what I do know. I know there's one creator that created everything. And I know when I call on him, name or no name, he knows I'm talking to him. So I'm not using Yahweh, Yahuwah, Yahweh, or any of those other names that have been brought to you by men. I'm bringing the name, I'm bringing the title of the one who was responsible for the creation of everything you see. And that's the Holy Creator. Thank you all for showing up. My computer, you know, I told you guys that we moved into our new house. We still have a lot of setting things up. I haven't set up my computer, my printer, or any of those things. But I feel the need that I have to reach out. I have to reach out and let you guys know I am not going nowhere, not until the last breath. But I've noticed that I'm challenged in my thoughts, my faith, and my beliefs. So you're not the only one. Believe me when I tell you, you're not the only one that face these challenges. But I'm with you no matter what. Even with those people who bring mockery and rebellion to this channel. So I want to tell you something. Stop calling on any particular name because you don't know. And I'm being honest. I don't know. You don't know. We don't know. We don't know what and who wrote in this book. We do know that this book was destroyed by the Romans. We know that according to Ezra. We do know that Ezra was commanded by the Creator to rewrite everything. But these people, these creatures, they still had access. They ruled the planet that we live on. They rule this. So we can't be ignorant, people. We have got to be on our guard. The Creator told us to seek Him diligently. You know what that means? That means look at all the cracks, the crevices, the corners, the tops, the bottoms, sides, everywhere. Anything that you find don't make sense, investigate. We are at a time right now when it's critical. I ain't nobody special. I am not anybody special. But you know what I do have that's special? I have this desire in my heart to reach all of my people, for as many of those who will hear. I can't do anything about those who rebel, those who ignore or reject. I can't change that. This is why I always tell you, I'm not here to make anybody believe anything. All I do, and all I've ever done since the day I started doing these lessons, was bring you what I find. Now listen, when I seek for understanding, I don't just read a passage. I go into the depths. I look, I read, I study, I research, I look words up, I do cross-examinations, I do it all. I'm an old man, 70 years old, and I'm tired, but I can't stop. It's not my time yet. So what I think every one of you should do, in spite of what you've been told, what you've been taught, please stop calling on names that you have no guarantee, you have no evidence, no validity of proof that that is the true name. But the one name, the one title that you can count on, because there was only one creator, call him my holy creator of Israel, or the father of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You cannot miss. You can't miss. But the minute you start calling on names and you got no proof that it's valid, you run the risk of falling away. I do this because I care. I'm in Africa. I can tell you with a surety, I know what's going on in the US and the UK and the Ukraine, Germany, Russia, China, North Korea. I know what's going on. I'm watching all of this and I see the doors are closing. So here's where we are right now. Here's where you are right now. You know that you don't have the money to get out of that God-forsaken country. You can't afford no mistakes. We're down to the wire. You can't afford no mistakes. So what I'm trying to share with you right now is the process of elimination. Eliminate all the guesswork. Use only those things that you know are based on facts. And this one fact, we have one creator, not three, we have one creator. And you should address him as the creator. Now, you don't have to take my advice. And if I sounded like I'm telling you you should, please forgive me. But what I'm trying to get you to see is better safe than sorry. Calling him all these names that you've gotten from other people, other sources, that's a high risk. The only thing that is not risky is the creator. Jareen Lewis, shalom, Jareen from Massachusetts. His peculiar treasure, shalom, it's great to see you too. Let's see if there's any more. Yah is good. I think at this point, this would be the safest thing to do. Absolutely. Absolutely. While I'm still searching for answers, right now, the best that I have to offer you is get away from those names. We know that our enemy has set forth to trick us. We know this. There shouldn't be anybody that don't know this. So if they set out to trick us, believe me, they're going to use every means necessary or available. Nothing is off the table for them. What? I have somebody here. Yah is our righteousness, Ayah. Your adversary, enemy, is the God of Israel, aka Muhammad, Christ, Jesus of Mary, Abraham, Noah, Adam, King David, Moses, Paul, John, Allah, Yahweh, Jehovah. I don't know what that means, but this doesn't sound good. Sounds like there's a Christian or a mocker on the channel. If I'm incorrect about what I'm saying to you, please make it clear. Make it clear. Because I'm going to be honest with you. I've lost tolerance for ignorance. And if I don't understand what you're saying, I don't always delete you immediately. I try to seek an understanding, but if you don't give it to me, I will delete you and block you. I don't have time to play games. So I'm asking you, oh, our adversary is the God of Israel? Really? Oh, wow. So who do we call on? Who do you say we call on? I know you hear me. Please answer. I'm trying to be fair. The God of Israel is not the real creator. Who's the real creator? Who's the real creator? This is what I deal with all the time, y'all. There's always some really genius out there that has all the answers. And I bet you if I go to his channel, he got no subscribers and no videos. Call on the creator of earth. Oh my goodness. So you think that the earth was the only thing created? What about the stars, the moon, and the sun? You think those things were not created? Come on, man, don't do this. And I'm trying to be respectful. I'm trying to be fair. Think about what you're saying. The earth was not the only thing created. And I'd have to go through a ton of scriptures to show you where you're wrong. So if call on the creator, who is the creator of the earth? I'm waiting. As y'all can see, I'm not trying to be arrogant with this person. I'm trying to be as fair and honest and cordial as I can be. Who is the creator? The creator is not the God. You still didn't answer my question. You said call on the creator of earth. Who is the creator of the earth? This person don't know who they're dealing with. They don't know who they're dealing with. The creator, I've heard you say that already. Who is the creator of the earth? Now either get off the toilet or go ahead and take a shit, but don't sit up and waste my time. Who is the creator of the earth? He says the creator is not the God of Israel. But he's not giving me no answers. This is what I'm talking about, people. You got people like this, they throw out their opinions and they got nothing to back it up. Genesis 1:1 never mentions the God of Israel. What does that have to do with the creation? Genesis 1:1 clearly explains the creation, and the earth was without form. It doesn't mean that there was no planetary, what do I want to call this? Anomaly? If there was something without form, that means there was something already there. That's like me taking a field, an empty field, which means the creators, that, man, you sounding stupid as hell. Boy, this is, y'all do me a favor. Do yourselves a favor. If you decide, drop the link, you sounding real stupid right now. You should have just kept your mouth shut and we wouldn't know how stupid you were. Obviously, you don't understand Genesis 1:1. This is what I deal with, people, all the time. And I'm so tired of people like this, it makes me sick. Because they all got this genius aspect about themselves, but they ain't never got no answers. I've given this person, 6 times to give me an answer? And all they're doing is going in a circle. Sir, drop the link. No, I'll tell you what, why don't you just go away? I ain't got to drop nothing. This is my video, not yours. You go away because you are not doing nothing good here. Asshole. It's people like you that will burn for eternity because you're stupid as hell. And the Creator also said, my people are stupid. And you proved it. Yeah, go on, get the hell out. Just get the hell out, man. Stupid ass. Anyway, like I was saying, people, this guy, I don't know if it's a guy, female, or what, but y'all can see, yeah, peace, bro. Yeah, go on about your business, man. Go on about your business. This is not the place for you. Go on about your business. I love you too. Love you too. But you need to go educate yourself. I didn't intend for this to be no long, drawn out thing. I just wanted to connect with you guys, because I don't like to be stagnant or distant or absent for a long period of time. But man, I've been going through it. The God of Israel will never deliver Negroes. Oh, this is an Edomite. That's the problem. This is an Edomite. Shalom, Crystal. This is an Edomite, y'all. No wonder he's got a problem. Okay, I get it now. That's why you got this issue. He says the God of Israel will never deliver Negroes, but I'm pretty sure he meant Negroes. Oh boy. You're going to be in for a big surprise because the Negroes are the ones that Deuteronomy talks about. It didn't talk about you white people. Oh, it did. Says it's going to destroy all of y'all. Hey, listen, man, I wanted to do this in a peaceful manner. I just wanted to reach out and connect, let you guys know I'm still kicking. I have lessons. So King, EAP, we love you too. I just wanted to let y'all know that I'm still kicking. I'm really tied up. I'm really stressed. I'm going through a lot. This new house, we had to come in and do a lot of repairs. In this country, man, let me tell you something. The landlords, they expect for you to repair their property. So it's not like we have a lot of choice. I want my wife to be comfortable. So I do what I have to do. But still, I feel much safer here than anywhere else. And I don't feel like making the move from America to Africa. Okay, I appreciate that. I don't feel like I made a mistake moving from America to Africa. And I have my reasons. I'm not going to go into that because it's a long, drawn out thing. But I've said this many times before, man. If I was freaking rich, I would have to be careful. But I wouldn't want to bring anybody in like this guy that I just got through dealing with. I would not waste my money on somebody like that. But those of you that have a real true heart for the Creator, I would spend every dime I had to get you here and provide you with shelter. Unfortunately, I don't have that. And it makes me sad. I thought you were going to leave. Ayah, Israel, righteousness, Ayah. I ask you nicely, get off the channel. We don't want you here. You don't belong here. You have your beliefs, you go with that. I don't have any harsh things to say about you and your beliefs. Everybody has the right to choose their own path. You've chosen yours. Leave us to ours. Sakyang EAP, you are absolutely right. She says he or she. This guy says the God of Israel is for white men, not you all. What the hell? This person is crazy. I'm going to go ahead. We know that, Elder, we're very blessed to have a great teacher like yourself. I am going to remove this guy because it is just a distraction. That's what the spirits, the demons do. They create distractions. When something is good happening, the demons, they always throw themselves in the midst of it to create distractions because they don't want. I'm white and the human is so very wrong. I'm white and the human is so very wrong. Okay, I'm the human. Kathy Marie Wilson, okay, just to make sure you didn't misunderstand what I meant, and it's my fault that I didn't make it clear. The Edomites are going to be totally destroyed. Now, a lot of people don't really understand who the Edomites are. Every white person is not going to be destroyed. Let me make that clear. Every white person is not going to be destroyed. There are white people who stand up, who stand up, the one who was speaking against Yahsharell, there are some white people who have stood up and given their lives for our sake. The Creator is not going to dismiss them. He said that if they are willing to adhere to the laws, statutes, and commandments, that he would forgive them and accept them. So just to make things clear, and I know how it sounded when I said that earlier, but let me, and that's my fault, because sometimes in the midst of something like this situation, we really can't say everything we mean, because at that moment, it's not so easily done. So Kathy Wilson, I just want you to understand, my mistake. Some of you guys will make it. Some of you guys will make it, and I have scripture that proves that. So please forgive me for not elaborating on my comment earlier, all right? That's Kathy Marie Wilson, y'all. Y'all give her a thumbs up. So, like I was saying earlier, the only reason I came on live is I wanted to connect. So that you guys didn't feel like I'm one of those bootleg teachers who show up and then disappear. That's not me. I'm going through some things right now that require a lot of time, a lot of thought, a lot of process, and I'm working with a limited income. I don't get a lot of donations. I get a few, and those that do donate, they know who they are. I'm not one to mention names because some people don't like their names out there. But we're kind of trying to balance and walk a thin line between overspending. We can't afford to overspend here. We have nobody that we can call on for backup. So you can understand how we must be very careful how we spend and when we spend. So that's part of the reason why I'm really kind of slow about getting everything back up and operating. You know, for a while back, a couple of weeks ago, y'all remember I was dealing with, my computer was, I thought I was gonna have to throw it in the trash, but I managed to salvage it. It took me, weeks and hours of late nights and all nights and all this to get it back. And I managed to get it back. But I was desperate to make sure that I had a means of contact. So, but anyway, I had to do that because I couldn't afford to buy a new one. So anyway, guys, I'm really glad to see the 14 of you that showed up. And for those who didn't, I don't know, I'm sure there's some watching who are not visible. I appreciate you taking the time out. So I'm just saying that me and my wife both, we love you all. And hopefully I'll be seeing you guys back as usual soon. So I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. Shalom.